Hey there, it's Jenny, and I have a brand new plan with me in my memory planner to share with you today. I am using the Cocoa Daisy Planner. These are the vertical inserts. These are some 6x8 page protectors. I keep the whole thing in a 6x8 citrus twist album. And I like to take the pages out so that I can just work on a nice firm surface and not have anything in the way. I printed my photos on the Epson PictureMate printer. I'll link it up below. The one that I have, I love it. The quality is amazing. It is so easy to use. I use the PicFrame app to create the collages of the photos. These are approximately 2 inches by 1.5 inches. That's just the size that I like for a 7x9 planner. And I simply cut them apart using my paper trimmer. You could for sure use scissors, but I am pretty bad at that, so I use a paper trimmer. Now I like to lay out my photos in a somewhat pleasing design based on the days that they happened. So I know the dates for each of these photos that they were taken, and I like to place the photos on the date that they were taken. Hopefully they will work that way. If not, I will scooch them to where they do fit, especially if we're talking about like a photo of maybe my house or outside or my pets, something like that where it's not absolutely imperative that the photo goes on the day that it happened. Obviously, we're just getting a glimpse at the overall week. Now, I will adhere the photos down to the page. I'm using the Scotch ATG gun. I really love the adhesive. It's really super sticky, and as somebody who has been scrapbooking for over 20 years, I know that not all adhesive is created equal, and especially because this does not have any page protectors, I don't want to lose any of the things off of the page. All right, so now I've got my photos adhered down to the layout, and now I can start my decorating. I like to start with the big clusters here and then work my way out. So I consider the photos to be the most important thing. Then I go in for some decor, then I go in for my journaling, and if there's any room left, I will add some more decor. I am using the Cocoa Daisy Autumn Whispers collection, and I'm pulling out mostly stickers, a couple of sheets of rub-ons as well. Rub-ons are basically the best thing ever invented as far as planners and memory planners go because there is zero bulk and they are gorgeous. I'm going through the 3x4 cards from the Modern Memory Keeping Kit because I am going to include a pocket page because I visited my son in Wisconsin this week, and I want to make sure that I'm able to document this in this planner. So the pocket page works great. And I'm also using the 3x4 cards as a little bit of decoration too. So I pulled out a handful that I feel like would work, that I would like on this layout, a handful of decorative ones, and then also one where I can add some journaling. Now I'm going to go through the die cuts because I want to find ones that can go directly on the page and then ones that can also work on those 3x4 cards to add a little bit of decoration, since I mostly chose ones that were pretty plain. This kit is a pretty deeply fall inspired kit, which is wonderful. However, for someone like me, it's not the greatest because I don't really experience fall so much here in Southern California. And so finding unique ways to use the kit is right up my alley. I love stretching my creativity and my imagination like that. And this is a beautiful kit with a lot of really great imagery. So the very first hints of fall were showing up in Wisconsin, so I was able to easily use this kit. So I will combine not only the stickers, this is from the memory keeping kit, the sticker kit, I'm sorry, but also the die cuts. They're so cute together and the colors are incredible. And what I love about it is that it gives the layout an overall fall feeling, even though it's not overly fall. And what I mean by that is that, oh, there's not pictures of orange and red fiery looking trees. It's just sort of a nod to fall, if you will, like we're just dipping our toe in the fall waters. So anyway, I will create a visual triangle. That's 3 different clusters where I do some layering of embellishments, and you could draw a triangle in between the 3 elements. I talk about the visual triangle extensively. Your eye loves to see things in triangles. Your eye loves to see things in groups of 3. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be a perfect, everything equal triangle. It can be a little bit messy. It's just that you're keeping in mind the 3 elements, and sometimes 5 too works also. All right, so you can see right there, you could draw a triangle in between my 3 decorative elements. So we've got the bulk right there of the decoration for this layout. Now I'm going to just kind of look through the stickers that I have, look through just all of the things, and I'm going to use these little circle number stickers for the dates for this particular week. I love it because the colors are really cheerful and a lot of fun, and they're going to look great. All right, so now we have the photos, we have the base for the decor, we have the dates. We're doing pretty good. So now it's time to sort of lean into the journaling. And I do a 2-fold journaling process. I do where I write down the appointments, the activities, those types of things. And then I also, if there's room, will write out about the week, or I will write more detail about some of those appointments and stuff. So starting out, I am using these alphabet die cuts, which are just so beautiful. They have a texture printed on them and they look amazing. And then I am going to use those to help describe the photos. So for example, over here I have spelled out HOCO, which is a common right now thing that is used to refer to homecoming. So my youngest son went to the homecoming dance, and so I am using these to spell out HOCO. So that will say, oh, okay, that's what this photo is for. So by the time you look at the photo and read those letters, you'll get it. And it looks great. I absolutely love how bold it is. I love how it really stands out and draws your eye to it. I'm going to do the same thing over on the right-hand side as well, and that will just add a little bit of balance with these big, old letters that are really provide a lot of great contrast. And then you can see right there, I also spelled out dance down below with the green stickers. And again, I don't know that I would normally pair these 2 colors together, but they look really great, especially with the rest of the colors in this collection. So now I'm going to go ahead and put MSN over there. That is where I went, was Madison, Wisconsin, and the airport code is MSN. And so I'm spelling that out right there. And you can also see that I have a photo from looking out the airplane. And so it all just ties together really nicely. So it's kind of a really graphic and bold way to do some journaling. Obviously, it's pretty minimalist too. So you're not getting like, oh my gosh, I wrote a 10-minute or a 10-line explanation for what's going on. No, I just wrote 3 little letters. But it looks great. And I love the balance of having both, one on each side of the page. All right, so now I will dive even further into the journaling now that we've got sort of that sort of big picture journaling, right? And it's really more decorative too. So I will use boxes and write directly on the page typically to add my activities or appointments or things like that. And again, if you've been here for a minute and you've watched my other memory planning videos, you know that I started this project in January of 2016. And this is where I wanted to capture just sort of the insanity of life, right? Things were crazy. And so I wanted to make sure that I was able to just take a glimpse into our life and what it looked like right then. I had 3 school-age kids that were all in sports and other activities. And so my memory planner looks different today, 8 years later, but it is still important and meaningful. And I love that I'm able to really document how we lived, which is what I sort of look at this project as. It's not glorifying or romancing, it's a snapshot of what's going on in the day to day. I am using some gold foil boxes. These are from some very, very old Happy Planner box sticker books, and they work amazing here. And the gold really just takes this collection up a notch, makes it a little bit more fun and shimmery and playful. And I like that a lot. So I'm just adding the plans and the activities to those boxes. Now, another way that I like to sort of spice up the ordinary is by using just ever the tiniest bit of brush lettering. I am not an expert, I am self-taught, but I do really enjoy that. I think that the other part of it that's really awesome is that not only am I pleased with how it looks, but it's definitely like a piece of me and a piece of me right now, and I super dig that. So again, it's just adding all about what's right now to my planner pages. And that is what I think we should all be doing, is just adding a little bit of right now to our planner pages. Now, I love this mat. It is really easy to use for this purpose. It's basically 12 by 12, give or take. It is very heavily magnetic, and I am able to use it for drawing straight lines, all kinds of things. And you might think, oh, what do I need that for? Trust me, it's not as easy as it sounds, and a tool like this really helps just keep it all together and makes it easy and makes it doable. For me, things have to be easy, they have to be convenient, and this is something that helps with that. And that's a big deal to me. I am using mild liners to write the lines, and I'm using 3 different colors because I want to sort of touch upon 3 different things. And so I feel like by using the different colors, it sort of differentiates each little journaling spot and that they might be talking about different things. Besides, not only that, it is a great use for all of these pens and mild liners and all of these things that we have in our stash, right? Like, let's actually use them. And it just adds a little bit more color to this layout as well, because this layout does have a really sort of rich, deep color palette. And so adding like the bright blue and the bright green, it matches and it coordinates, but it's also, it just looks really cool, and it definitely helps add some color. Now I carried the light blue color, it's really sort of an aqua, over to the right hand side just to balance it out, so you've got both on both sides. And then I just really, like I said, I really liked it because it does add some brightness to this layout that does have a lot of darker, richer color tones. So I like having that more playful, fun color there. All right, so now I did print a couple of 3x4 photos that I want to include in the pocket pages. So I will cut those apart using the paper trimmer and put those in. I actually have a couple more as well, and I just didn't start with them. I don't know why, it doesn't make any sense, but I was really pretty excited to get started and get started decorating those 3x4 cards. And you can see this is so easy, and it's not something that I do every week, so you don't need to be like, oh my gosh, I need to have all of the things for pocket scrapbooking. No, 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 no. It's absolutely not true at all. You can have just a handful of things, and quite frankly, a handful of the planner stuff that you're already using. Now I'm just popping on this plain card that just has a slight pattern. I'm just popping a couple of die cuts on there and layering them, and they're working beautifully together. So I think it's just something that can really enhance your projects, but you don't have to go crazy because you're already going to add journaling and photos and things like that. And these are meant to be a beautiful accompaniment, a embellishment, not the whole story. So I love that, and I love that for the pocket cards and the pocket pages, which I just don't find myself using that much. And I scratch my head and I kind of wonder why, because you guys know I have a ton of photos every week, but I don't want a ton of pocket pages because that's what happened in 2016, and my memory planner is on 3-inch discs, and I do not wish to repeat that anytime soon. All right, so we're just adding a couple of little die cuts on, like this photo, for example, just dresses it up, makes it a little bit more interesting, and in the end, it looks really great and makes it stand out. So that is it for me this week. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment box below, and I will do my very best to get back to you. Thanks so much, and make it a great day.